Nah. No.
Yeah. Interesting. Do you want next to go?
Set my STEEZ going on, yes, Lord, and I blend in with the background.
We got there bringing y'all post-game review. Today we had the Dogs versus Gold Coast.
At Ballarat.
Ballarat. No particular home ground advantage here, I don't think.
More so the Dogs, I think.
More so Dogs, but yeah. So for me, coming into this game, I was thinking Dogs was going to win this game. I was really hoping a certain person would go off. Cody Waitman, he was my main character this game, and he was the main villain this game, I should say, and he was a great villain because he scored 100 points on fantasy, and I missed most of this game. So that just shows me he was very active, and he did exactly what I didn't want him to do, and that's great for him, great for the Dogs, because the Dogs did come away with a very convincing win, according to the scoreboard at least, because I missed half the game, a little bit more than half, but no, neither here nor there, if you don't mind. But yeah, this is just an unfortunate week for me.
All right, so coming in for me, I definitely expected a tight contest. And Gold Coast have been playing pretty well as far as the first two games. They played the opening round, and the Dogs haven't been looking convincing yet. They look decent at certain points, but I expected them to lift for this game, considering it's a respectable midfield. I really was looking forward to the midfield battle between both because they both have strong players in those positions. And the game started, and almost said West Coast. The Bulldogs came out hot, man. They scored 9 goals in the first quarter. Gold Coast really couldn't do much at all. And it was just from the center bounce where in the center and the clearances where they were just dominating, bro. Early on, at least. Second quarter rolls around. And Gold Coast is able to stem the bleeding. And this sounds very similar to the game earlier this week. I think it was the Melbourne game, was it? Or was it? Anyways. They weren't really scoring much at all. But Gold Coast really wasn't able to score very well either. It was a high-pressure game, I think. The Dogs did not let up at all on Gold Coast. And in the second quarter, like I said, the scoring pretty much dried up. But the Gold Coast was able to dwindle the lead just a little bit, chip into it. And at that point, I didn't think that Gold Coast was really necessarily out of the game. The Dogs were leaving the door open, I think, for the Gold Coast to come back. So I didn't rule out a comeback. But really, as the game went on, the Gold Coast just became less and less convincing. They had moments where the ball movement looked nice, but even then, the pressure of the Dogs was just a bit too much. The entries inside 50 were terrible, and it was just the third quarter. It was just a bunch of turnovers. Both sides really had turnovers, but the Suns' entries just specifically were just terrible. Intercept marks just all over the place. Liam Jones was really taking over and controlling the whole back line. And really in the third quarter, this is when the Dogs decided to step up offensively. The key forwards, Jamar Uwe-Hagen and both him and Sam Darcy were having moments where they were like, all right, they're about to break the game open, even though the score was kind of already up there a little bit. But they were just having individual moments where they were looking great. And really, the third quarter, I think, is when they showed that the game was pretty much over for them.
Jamar Uwe-Hagen stole a goal from a teammate last game. I mean, last few minutes of the game, definitely was about to be a goal. He just snatched it right in front of the goal square, no opposition in sight.
Yeah, he was feeling good. And also to add, you about to say something else? No. To add on to the game, it was a real physical game. Nick Cofield had his shoulder popped out, trying to spoil the ball. That was just kind of like incidental contact. But Ed Richards did, I forget who it is that he cleaned up, but he came in and just had an unnecessary bump and kind of hit somebody across the face. And that just led to more and more physicality as the game went on. And it may have been it wasn't really a revenge hit, but Richards got hit pretty bad. I guess it's just footy karma. He was out laying on the ground for a while. I think he was holding his shoulder. And then Vandermeer got hit in a contest too. He was holding his leg. We recorded a video. But Lathan Vandermeer had messed up his leg in a contest as well. So it was a physical game. The game was more entertaining than the score looked. Mostly because of the pressure. But other than that, it was a convincing win for the Dogs.
I mean, I really don't got too much to add to that. To be fair, I wasn't interested in this game too much. And, I think it pretty much went how I expected, so it is what it is. The Toops right now?
Tuka straight, yeah, Tuka straight.
I do like seeing Toop do good, but I like to see him on a better team. Because Suns just don't be seeming to make the cut, man. But Flanders ain't really talking about too much.
Dogs just had too much pressure on them boys, bro. It was just all night, bro. And Trelaw set the tone early, bro. It was just the midfield was too much, and I don't know if they just got spooked, but there was moments for the midfield, but two really stood out. Rao had his moments too, but it didn't translate to any scoring. It was like hard work. They were working real hard just to not have that polished kick inside 50, and it just chaos.
Yeah, quite unfortunate for the Suns. Good win for the Dogs. Still don't know where. I don't think the Dogs are going to make the 8 as of yet, but maybe when we see them play a little bit better competition, see how they handle that, we'll see. But other than that,
I think if Gold Coast continues to be straight other than this game, I would give credit to the Dogs for making them look bad and potentially think that they can make the 8. I'll give them that type of grace because Gold Coast has been playing straight and they do start straight. But if Gold Coast continues that, that's the only stipulation I'll give that. Other than that, Dogs still very questionable.
But hey, other than that, I think that's it for this video, man. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube shit. We live right now, matter of fact, so y'all tune in.
Next game starting in a second.
Next game is about to start, so we about to stop this. And back to the live we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.